coziest place ever, which is on Osi's, like between his neck. He's a pit American bulldog, so he's got quite a thick neck. I can actually rub my neck and like, look, release. So Raw Garden. This is, I want to say Wumble gummy bears. Do you remember what it's called? Wobble bears. Instead of bubble bears, it's wobble bears. WBBLE. You can see that I didn't like it very much at all. Hence, just a drop being left. I'll add the package. Whenever. Big lover. He's so cozy. He's just a dream boy. And then there's a Belcher battle. Where's the hi Hunter? I love you. Where's my big brother doing? Where's my big brother doing? Where's my mama doing? Everyone is chilling with Raw Garden. Wobble bears. Not gobble bears, wobble bears. Again, but there's also something, so I keep thinking about content and how things are relevant. Yes, I just left the pool because one person showed up. That pisses me off. I'm such a little bitch. It'll be like Hondo and me at the pool. It's a community pool for everyone that lives here. And I need to show you something first though. Anybody that has any questions about freaking Oprah. So we'll be chilling there, and like I am surprised how few people hang out there. The coronavirus probably has something to do with it, but I always feel lucky when we have it to ourselves, especially at like 11 or 10 a.m. We were there Labor Day Sunday, right? This guy walks up, and I have like Hondo's off the leash, so that's chill, and I have this guy. This guy walks in like, hello. Well, here's me in my head. The guy was like, hello. And I'm like, I don't say hello back. I give him a look. And then he probably didn't even notice. I like pack up my stuff all dramatically and I'm out. So, Sloan Bella, as you guys know, I promote heavily. She has her own channel. It's called Sloan Bella, SLOANBELLA. She cracks me up. She's beautiful. She's strong. She's brilliant. She's amazing. There's a lot of things about her, but for the purposes of what I'm showing you now, and something that she's live. She recently lost her son, so she's not live as much, but I'm waiting where everyone's waiting for you, Sloan. Whenever you're ready, we love you. But so Oprah, I guess, has been, and unbeknownst to me before a few months ago, like a long-standing pedophile. One thing I know for sure, that a student of mine, Joanna Portier, Sidney Portier's wife, who is Sidney Portier, if you're not familiar, he's the first African-American man to win an Oscar. Hi, baby. She was a student of mine for over a year. So I go to her house about 3 times a week. We're working on her hip. She didn't like Oprah. And I just remember, like, you know, like meditation or the end that we'd like chit chat. I don't even know how old she had me for Thanksgiving and Christmas. the 2 years my dad was in the hospital, so we became close. She was above, like, she didn't speak anything ill. She just said she goes up to speak with Sydney, and that's it, about Oprah. And she's like, I'm not a fan of her, but she said in a very classy way. So I saw something recently. Oh, Sloan, somebody on her live chat said, like, Oprah, what about Oprah? I love Oprah, blah, blah, blah. Sloan's like so quick-witted and like genius. She's like, do I have to explain Oprah to you? Anyway, here's some proof for you. I saw a video, and I told someone that I saw a video of Oprah describing how to molest children age by age. And someone's like, are you sure that was Oprah? I'm like, you mean, was it a robot of Oprah? No, dude, it was fucking Oprah. So here you go. This is her talking about abusing a child, and if the abuser is good enough, the child will never know.
Somebody you respect, or maybe even love. And it feels good. I mean, if you're 7 years old and somebody, which I was trying to say this to my friends who had children, you're 7 years old and someone is stroking your penis, it feels good for children. And when I first said this years ago, people were like, you're crazy, because everybody wants to believe it's like sexual assault and you're being thrown up against the wall and you're being raped. And I have said for years, if the abuser is any good, you won't even know it's happened. You
What?
will be in it and you won't even know it's happened.
I mean, you know, there's something to be said for being with a younger man.
I suck babies' blood and put it on my face.
Oh, Kim.
Just joking, Hollywood world. No, I think that when you're with someone young,
Okay, so
says this on live
hold on a
television.
second.
For children. And when I first said this years ago, people were like, you're crazy, because everybody wants to believe it's like sexual assault and you're being thrown up against the wall and you're being raped. And I have said for years, if the abuser is any good, you won't even know it's happened. You will be in it and you won't even know it's happened.
I mean, you know, there's something
If the abuser...
Yo, explain this one to me. You can't. And this was a live thing. I'm just gonna do this for fun. I've learned to use DuckDuckGo. Someone told me DuckDuckGo is not as censored. So let's just see. I saw this, she was explaining how to molest people, children, humans by age group, 2 to 4, 4 to 6. Oprah teaching, basically, yeah, teaching abuse by age. And do you hear how she said good? She goes, if the abuser's any good. She put like this richness into, like, as if you were talking about a very fine fucking wine, or excuse my language. Teaching. Hey, can you not chew something that's not an approved chew toy, s'il vous plaît? Oprah Winfrey. Okay. Why Oprah molested as a child? Okay. So she's been at hurt people. I still don't give a shit. Oprah was born into poverty, and then Oprah, if your abuser's any good. Okay, so that comes up on MT News. If your abuser's any good. If your abuser is any good, molestation feels great. That's her quote. If your abuser is any good, molestation feels great. She goes, you're just in it and you don't even know. All right. Oprah Winfrey is coming under fire today for making some very controversial statements. What date is this? March 5th, 2019. There's another video. I haven't seen this. I mean, who are these fucking people on this panel? Let's see. This was in fact, most victims of molestation don't remember it feeling great. They remember feeling shame, disgusted, hurt, and pain. Great is not a word that should be used to describe molestation. Yeah, it's there's no excuse. Oh. Direct from the coziest place ever, which is on Osi's, like between his neck. He's a pit American bulldog, so he's got quite a thick neck. I can actually rub my neck and like, look, release. So Raw Garden. This is, I want to say Wumble gummy bears. Do you remember what it's called? Wobble bears. Instead of bubble bears, it's wobble bears. WBBLE. You can see that I didn't like it very much at all. Hence, just a drop being left. I'll add the package. Whenever. Big lover. He's so cozy. And then there's a Belcher battle. Where's the hi Hawkta? I love you. Where's my big brother doing? Where's my big brother doing? Where's my mama doing? Everyone is chilling with Raw Garden. Wobble bears. Not gobble bears, wobble bears.